In this activity, we're going to be working with Mongo database aggregations. And to do this, we want to make sure we're using the right database. So go ahead and put use game, which is the database we're going to be using. And then we can go ahead and use the command db dot, and we're going to use the Pokemon collection dot, and the function that we're going to use is aggregate. And this function expects one or more arguments, and each argument is a document itself. So we put a document here. And the first command we're going to use is the grouping command. Now our request, the grouping command, what we're going to do is we have a document and we're specifying really the schema of this document. What are the fields we want to have here? What do we want them to be made up of? And in every group, we're required to have an underscore ID, right? That's something we know about documents, is they all have this underscore ID value. So here we're going to use underscore ID as the first field, and then we're going to identify what we want for its value. And since we want the entire collection and we're not separating it by any particular field, we can just use null here, and that will group the entire collection together. And that's what we want here. Then we're going to put a comma, and our next field is going to be a count. And that count value is going to use an aggregation function. And we're just going to use the sum function. So the sum aggregation function, and the value is what we're summing is 1. And what this does, it simply counts for every single document that this pulls up. It's going to count. Just add 1 to it. And so this is how we get just a count. That's our how many documents. It's going to count each one, and it's going to be in the we're doing the entire Pokemon collection, so we used null without any separation. So let's go ahead and take this command and we'll paste it here in the browser, not the browser, in the command prompt, and push enter. And what do we get? We get a result set that has every field. It has an underscore ID field set to null and a count field set to 157. And we know that's how many there are. We can go look at this in Compass and identify that here we have in Pokemon collection, we have 157 records. And we were able to get that information using an aggregate function call.